The Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History is the new home of the Afro American Sports Hall of Fame and Gallery. A celebration was held recently at the museum for the transfer of the African American Sports Hall of Fame and Gallery from the old Wayne County building to the Charles H. Wright. Through the efforts of the Wayne County Council for Arts, History, and Humanities, under the direction of Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, the transfer was possible.
Elmer Anderson and Art Finney were the guys who started the museum, the sports museum. And I remember, the early 90s, them talking to then Commission Chair Art Blackwell and trying to get the stuff displayed on the fourth floor of the county building, and how receptive the commission was, Art particularly, into helping them be able to display the materials there. Dial forward, the county left that building, bought the Guardian building, and we found out, late last year, probably mid last year, that much of this display was all wrapped up in the basement or somewhere in that building. Could have been vandalized, maybe not to be seen again, but we found out it was there. Folks remember it was there, and the county has worked very hard along with the Wayne County Arts Council. My wife and others just got to get this out, got to get it on display. Very, very important that we get it out. So we worked on it. I mean, obviously there were a few legal issues about whether or not we actually had the right to display it, who actually owned it now that that Elmer Anderson had died. But it all worked itself out. It got here, and Charles Wright Museum was wonderful about accepting it, understanding the historical significance of the items, and I couldn't be happier that it's found a place and kind of all of this came together, and that's what kind of led to tonight.
We also spoke with Juanita Moore, President and CEO of the museum.
Well, this is really very exciting, and we were so thrilled to get the call from Jocelyn Rainey about this collection and the possibility of receiving this collection. The history that goes, although it's a lot of sports memorabilia, it really is the social and political history of our community as well, all wrapped up in, because at that point in time, there was no real distinction, in the society of Jim Crow and segregation. Everything we did, crossed all the lines into, with the Negro League players, and to have the wonderful material on the Negro League players in Detroit. Oh my God, it's fabulous to have that here.
The evening also featured a panel discussion with Joyce Stearns Thompson, daughter of Baseball Hall of Famer Turkey Stearns, Kevin Lloyd, son of NBA pioneer and former Pistons coach Earl Lloyd, and Ron Teasley, retired professional baseball player. The African American Sports Hall of Fame and Gallery was founded by Elmer Anderson and Art Finney in 1982 as a way to preserve the rich history of African Americans in sports. From the African American Museum, TellusDetroit.com.